Hey guys, coming to you with a quick video because I just really quickly just wanted to cover the 3 main reasons why you are binge eating, because it has nothing to do with food, it has nothing to do with willpower, it has nothing to do with you being a failure. So if you don't know me, my name is Ellen and I am a binge eating specialist. I've been helping women stop binging since 2018. I've been binge free since 2017, but I've been helping women with this since 2018. I'm the #1 binge eating coach in Australia and the only binge eating coach that helps women stop binge eating and lose that weight. So if that's you, if you're like, I've been going to the gym for all this time, I'm really smashing my workouts, I'm tracking my macros, I'm following my plan, and I want to lose a bit of weight, but I cannot stop this fucking binge eating, I am the coach for you. So the #1 reason that you are binge eating, or not even the #1 reason, one of the reasons why you're binge eating is because you're running from something. So this could be that you're running from the feeling of being bored, running from the feeling of feeling lonely, running from the feeling of that you're not good enough, running from overwhelm or stress. And binge eating then becomes a way for you to distract yourself in that moment so that you don't have to sit in it, because it's not nice feeling anxious, it's not nice feeling like you're not good enough, it's not nice to feel like, you know, that you're stressed or that you're lonely, or you know, maybe you're worried that I'm never going to find a partner, everyone else has a partner but me, or everyone else is doing things except for me, everyone else is so much better than me, I'm never going to succeed, I'm never going to lose the weight, why am I so lonely? It's not nice to sit with those feelings, is it? So food becomes a distraction and it helps in the moment, doesn't it? Second reason why people binge is because binge eating happens when we go into a dysregulated state of our nervous system. This means we're going into a fight or flight state or a freeze or fawn state. So all of these states are dysregulated states, which are survival states, where our nervous system puts us when you don't feel safe in your body. So for example, when you get angry or scared or stressed or anxious, or anytime that you're triggered, you go into these states. So when you are in these states, your body doesn't want to be there. Your body wants to feel calm. Your body doesn't like to be in a dysregulated state because it knows it's not good for it. So what happens then is it will automatically look for something to calm you down in a moment. And because we have a vagus nerve running from the head, our head to around our hips, we have a nerve called the vagus nerve, and this acts as the brake of our nervous system, and it directly impacts the parasympathetic part of your nervous system. So when we then eat or drink, it directly impacts that nerve and obviously calms you down, because it's basically like, this is your vagus nerve and this is food activating it every time you eat or drink something. So obviously you're going to calm down in a moment. The thing with binge eating though is, and you know this as well, it helps in the moment, but it doesn't help in the long run. It doesn't make you feel better in the long run. It only makes you feel better now. And this is what you need to start understanding to break binging for good. That it helps now, but it doesn't help in the long run. So you need to be able to shift that mindset. The third reason is because food obviously releases a lot of dopamine. Dopamine is a feel-good hormone, actually a neurotransmitter that gets released from our brain anytime we achieve something, we have sex, we do something that anytime you feel good, your brain releases dopamine. So because food has a lot of, it's high-calorie foods that you're binging on, right? No one's binging on this broccoli. But when we eat in this food, we're then getting a massive release of dopamine. And this is not just when we're eating, but also we're in the anticipation of eating. So before you haven't even eaten. Like when you're thinking about your food, when you were planning that binge, when you're in your car driving thinking, oh, I'm gonna eat Snickers and Nutella, I'm gonna get Biscoff, I'm gonna get peanut butter, ice cream, all of this also releases dopamine. And what happens with dopamine is when you are then anticipating this binge, it's like going on a roller coaster. So you're rising, and then your brain is expecting this huge release, kind of like going down that slide. And this is then ultimately the binge. And when you don't get that, you go from being like, yeah, to not getting that. It feels like shit, right? Of course. So then you're gonna be more inclined to binge again. So what you actually need to do to stop binge eating is you need to first of all understand why you're binging. So what is it that you're trying to run away from by using food? Second, you need to also understand how to turn off autopilot in that moment. So when you get that urge to binge, how can you regulate your body using a somatic tool, so a nervous system regulation tool? And I'm not just talking about breathing or meditating, because it's the last thing that you want to do in that moment, or journaling. That's not going to work. We need to do something that actually regulates you from that moment. And it's different regulation techniques from fight or flight to freeze or thaw. It's completely different, and every person is also different. So it's about finding what works for you. So this is going to help you then dismiss that urge to binge, calm your body down in the moment, so that you can make a conscious decision based on what you actually want. Because when you are dysregulated, your logical part of your brain is turned off. It's literally hijacked by your stress response. That means you can't access it because it's not on. So you need to slow down your body first, so you can then make that conscious decision of what you actually want to do. The third thing that you need to do is you need to regulate and reset your dopamine. Because at the moment, your dopamine is like this. And it's a constant battle of the lows, the really low lows when you feel like shit, and the super high highs when you're binging or you're drinking or you're texting someone or you're shopping and or training in the gym and you're feeling amazing. And then you hit a low when you're like, what the fuck's wrong with me? And you feel depressed and you feel like you're not good enough and you feel like a failure, you feel guilty. So we need to find a way to balance that dopamine. How you do that then? Well, you work with a coach. And I'm not talking about a nutrition coach, because if a nutrition coach could help you with this, you would have already stopped binge eating. Like, you wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be watching this video, you would already have all the tools. What you need is actual specialized help just for you. And that's exactly what I do in my program, The Empowered Woman. And right now, it's December, so I'm recording this just before Christmas, because I know that this is the time when most people struggle with binging. And it's really freaking tough time for people. It used to be for me as well. I used to be that person who would wake up in the middle of the night, go downstairs, eat all the food, and then the next morning be like, oh, I don't know where the food's gone. Like, it was like a free for all for me. I just binged my way through Christmas. I would get to January, gain so much weight, get back on track for a couple of weeks, and then boom, stop binge eating again. Because I never actually worked on the underlying reasons. I just thought that I just needed a more, stricter diet or more accountability or more willpower. But that doesn't work long term. The only thing that works long term is to rewire your brain, reset your dopamine, and also learn to regulate your nervous system. So if that's something that you want to do, you can now reserve a spot in January for as little as 79 Aussie dollars. This means you can start whenever you want in January, but you don't have to pay until then. So reserve a spot now. You get access to my binge eating ebook. You also get access to my holiday eating guide. So these two are really going to help you throughout holiday season so that you don't feel completely unsupported. And then we can start anytime in January that you want. You'll get personalized support from me. You get calls with me, you get the modules, you get access to my binge breaker blueprint that has literally helped women stop binge eating in just a week. Like, that could be you. You could be binge free in 2026, actually feel like a gym girl, drop that weight for good, feel confident, go to the beach, be in a bikini, go on dates, meet your partner, get your dream job, move to a new country. You can do anything that you want, but the first thing you need to do is stop the binge eating, because it's basically like a bleeding in your arm right now and it's just gushing up blood. We need to fix this before we start looking at how can your life improve in all the other areas. So if you're interested in this, make sure that you drop a message below, send me a message on Instagram. You can check out my website and let's chat about how you can stop binge eating too.